Hi and welcome to Book Talks. I'm Kaylee, the host for this week's episode. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, making now the perfect time to read a novel filled with romance, preferably one that also contains magic, sacrifice, and a hint of darkness. No, I'm not talking about Twilight. I'm talking about the book Beautiful Creatures by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stohl, and it beats Twilight in a lot of ways, trust me, it's very well written. Now, as for what happens, Beautiful Creatures is the story of this boy named Ethan Waite. He lives in a small town called Gatlin in one of the Carolinas, and he wants nothing more than to leave it behind. But that all changes when a girl named Lena Duquesne, who's the niece of the town shut-in Macon Ravenwood, comes to town, and she kind of just stirs up all sorts of trouble, you'll see. And despite all this strangeness, Ethan feels drawn to her and he falls for her. So after those two get together, he starts to realize all the craziness that happens around her family as he finds out the true secret. They are casters, which is their term for witches and wizards. And the females in their line have this curse where they're claimed for either the good guys or the bad guys on their 16th birthday. Lena's 16th birthday, of course, is coming up, and she's also one of the most powerful kind of casters alive, a natural. And so if she gets picked to be dark, it'd be a pretty big bad deal. So they're working frantically with a bunch of people throughout the book, just trying to figure out how they can break the curse before Lena becomes quite single-handedly the biggest bad guy on the face of the earth. So the authors execute some stunning revelations in this book. It's amazing how they completely trick you. Sometimes there are subtle hints and later you might go, oh yeah, I see that, or you might just be completely blown out of the water, or sometimes you can always tell right along the way. But either way, they're all very interesting. It's very interesting to see how they let you know about the characters, and the characters many of them have double lives. It's amazing to see what some of them actually are, especially throughout the series. And then next there's foreshadowing. There's a lot of foreshadowing in this novel. It's great for keeping the plot moving along. It's one of my favorite things about this book because they do it right. Just little hints, nothing too big, nothing too subtle. It's just right. And finally, there's the characterization, especially of, in particular, Lena's cousin Ridley. Ridley is technically a dark caster. She was claimed the year before Lena was to be a bad guy. But even though she's technically supposed to be this bad guy, you see how she's drawn to the light from time to time, back to how she used to be. And it's very interesting to see how those conflicting emotions and duties play out, especially throughout the series and not just the novel. So there is a film for this book. Please don't write off reading the book just because the film wasn't very good. And if you haven't seen the film and you want to, just read the book first. Please give it a chance. It's an amazing book, movie not so much. There are 3 other books in this series. It's called the Caster Chronicles series, and there's Beautiful Darkness, Beautiful Chaos, and Beautiful Redemption, along with some short stories that they have released and a new book that I do not yet know the title of that they released just a little while ago about Ridley and another character named Link. And you can find this book at Barnes & Noble, at our school library, or any bookstore near you. Probably get it on a Nook or something. This has been Book Talks for this week. Thank you for watching. Bye.